What's going on YouTube? I'm back, your movie guru, back with another review. This time I'm reviewing a movie that I saw last week, but I finally got around to reviewing today. And I want a little bit of time to gather my thoughts and really be able to explain how I felt about this movie. And then also there were a lot of other movies that came in between, and the Christmas season, everything got kind of busy, so I'm just now getting around to it now. So here we go. This one's on Aquaman. So I'll give you my first thoughts before we get really into depth with it. But first thoughts, I didn't love the movie. I did enjoy it. Uh, Thought it was definitely worth going to see in theaters, and I'll tell you why. So anyone who knows me knows that I've been very critical of the DC universe, and I think a lot of people have as well. Originally, a lot of it was taken direction from Zack Snyder. He directed the Superman films, and then he took a very dark tone to the DC universe, as opposed to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And all the Marvel movies have done well and are generally pretty favorably reviewed. But the DC films took a much darker tone. That was something that a lot of people took issue with. And then in addition to that, it seemed very rushed as opposed to what Marvel did. Marvel really took time to take these characters and develop their own individual stories before joining them into one collective universe. Whereas DC hadn't even rolled out all of the individual films, but had already made the Justice League movie. So it was really kind of rushed, and then it really didn't give the viewers time to really know the characters in depth, and then uh, let you have that ability to root for them on screen because you've been with them through other adventures before, and so you really resonate with the heroes. That said, James Wan was directing this film, and I think it's definitely a big step in the right direction. I did enjoy the previous Wonder Woman movie before, and I'd say this one is right in line with that. It's humorous. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It does remember, hey, these are comic, movies based on comic book characters. It's not anything, too crazy. We're not gonna try and get impossibly deep. We're gonna keep these films something that people of all ages can enjoy. So that I really enjoyed. At times, I did feel that the plot may have been a little too simplistic, and then all the actors, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and then even Nicole Kidman. I felt that they all did a serviceable job, fine job of acting, but there wasn't definitely anything that I would call a standout performance that would really draw you into the film. So there wasn't any of that. But some other high notes. I thought the CGI was really well done in this movie, with the exception of one of the characters. If you guys see the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the characters in the beginning of the movie, I think you can tell pretty straightforward that it's not a real character, that it's CGI. That was, to me, a little bit too obvious. But during the fight scenes, throughout the movie, and then especially towards the end, without giving anything away, but a big climactic battle, I thought it was CGI. I thought was top notch. Definitely, didn't look glitchy or completely false, or something that would have you not believe in what was taking place. So it was actually one of the better cases of CGI that I saw. So all in all, like I said, I definitely enjoyed the movie. This film does make me more excited for some of the DC films that are coming out. If they continue to take this type of approach, like I said, looking at the Aquaman movie, I look at it and I'm saying, okay, it's not quite there yet. It's not quite what it could be. Especially when you're looking at the example that Marvel has set. But you're looking at it and saying, okay, if they can take this and build upon it, definitely, they can build a cinematic universe that rivals Marvel. And even after Aquaman, I still say I think that the Wonder Woman movie is definitely the strongest film so far in the universe. I'm definitely excited, probably about the upcoming Wonder Woman film, more than any of the DC films that, I had been prior. So, definitely, I give this one 7.5 out of 10. Definitely thumbs up. It's something that you could go in the theaters and see with your family. Uh, Good movie to see, for the holiday season. It's got a lot of action. Uh, Definitely keeps you engaged. There's not uh, big dull parts or dull pacing. It's definitely going to keep you engaged. One final note I will say is that uh, as far as the acting being a little flat, I did, and the plot being simplistic, I did think some of the villains definitely would have liked to see them more fleshed out. I think that's another component that really would have added to the movie. I've always said in any superhero film, and in most films in general, a great protagonist needs a great antagonist. A great hero needs an even better villain, and that, to me, that really puts a top on a movie. And the main villains in these, I do think, kind of left a little bit to be desired. One more so than the other. I think you guys know who I'm talking about when you see the movie. Similar to the mistake that they made with the other film, with the Steppenwolf character. I think that was something that definitely could have been better done in the Justice League movie. Uh, Final note, this movie has a 64% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, 82% score by the audience. So like I said, I absolutely think you'll like it, just like most of the audience thought so as well. Like I said, 7.5 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. Definitely something to go see. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you like what you see, hit the like, subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I love comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Something maybe that you want me to do differently, or maybe a movie that you want me to review. Just let me know. Once again, hope you guys had a great Christmas, great holiday season. Happy New Year's. It's coming up, and have a great weekend, guys.